Hello, Princess on a Pillow here. I am here to do a review slash recap with my opinion on Life After Lockup, Part 1. I had to split it up because it was a lot. Part 1, Season 6, Episode 16. It's titled We're in a Bad Situation. Let's get started. So, Letitia and Keith. Keith wants more loving, but Letitia is complaining that she is sore and the kids will be home soon. Keith needs a job, okay? He needs a job. The kids are working harder than he is. They're at school. And I think the older girl has a part-time job. They're working harder than him. He's laying around in bed in the middle of the day. Go get a job. Go look for a job, Keith. And you too, Letitia. Does Letitia work? What is she doing in the middle of the day home, having sex? Go work. Does she have a job? Anyway, Letitia is still annoyed that Stephanie texts Keith. She said she is going to be watching his phone to make sure no other bitches text him. Okay? So the kids, they come home, and the youngest daughter ran up to him and hugged him and called him daddy. And the older girl, she hugged him too, but I don't know if she was trying to look sad or if she was really sad. So anyway, they all went bowling along with Keith's 15-year-old son. Letitia said that she is nervous to tell her daughters that Keith's son is going to move in. Letitia said they are still trying to get custody of him because he's with the father, Keith's father. At the bowling alley, Keith sat down to talk to his son, and the first thing he said to his son was he's asking about girls. The son is 15, but I was thinking maybe this is not the first time he's talking to his son. Maybe he's been talking to his son, but it's the first thing he says to him at the bowling alley. They're talking about girls. Anyway, that's father and sons for you, so I don't know the relationship. I'm not a father. I'm not a son, okay? But you can tell that the son is happy to be with his father, you know? So off somewhere else, Letitia, at the bowling alley, Letitia talked to her daughters about Keith's son living situation, and she asked them how do they feel about the son living with them. The older daughter, she shrugged her shoulders. She goes, I don't know how I feel about that, right? But the younger daughter, she's fine with it. So then the younger daughter cried when Letitia told her that Keith's son went through a lot and was placed in foster care. I want to know who took care of Letitia's kids when she went to prison, because I think she's in prison right now, right? Or jail or whatever they call it. Right? I think she is. Because, yeah, I heard she went to jail. So who's taking care of her kids? Her younger daughter is very emotional, so if she did go to jail, I know that little girl cried her heart out or cried her eyes out. Next, Keith and Letitia, they're in bed talking about going to court. In his confessional, Keith told us that he has 3 kids by 3 baby mamas. Well, Letitia has 2 kids by 2 baby daddies, so, you know, he just won up on her. Keith said his sons are 4 days apart. He said his daughter was born 6 months after he got locked up. Maybe he meant 6 months before he got locked up. I'm pretty sure he said after. Did he have conjugal visits? Is that what it's called? Conjugal visits? Conjugal visit? Whatever. Could he have visits in prison? But I wonder how his daughter feels about Letitia's daughter calling him daddy. That's not her daddy. You know, how does his daughter feels about this other girl calling him daddy? Keith said he has a great relationship with all of his kids. So anyway, Keith and Letitia, they go to court regarding custody of his 15-year-old son. They said the court lasted an hour. When they got in the car, Keith said they are in a bad situation. Well, it's about to get worse because your boo thing is getting ready to get locked up too. Okay? Well, Keith told us that the case was delayed. The custody case was delayed. He said they don't even tell him the next step he needs to take. He said they just have to go and do what the courts want them to do. Keep coming to court whenever they say to come to court. And eventually he'll get his son. That's what he said. Then he said the judge said leave his son with his father for now. With, Keith's father for now. And I agree with the judge. Because he just got out of jail. He just got out of the halfway house. He doesn't have a job. He has to depend on Letitia to drive him around. And Letitia has charges against her. So we don't know how stable this house is. So he needs to stay with Keith's father for now. I agree with the judge. Right now, the son seems to be in a stable environment. They would have never given Keith's father custody if it wasn't a stable environment, right? So Keith called his son and told his son what happened. He told his son that he isn't giving up on him and that he loved him. And the son said, I love you too. And I think that was good that he called his son to let him know what happened. And I wonder if Keith's father can't take the son over to their house, Letitia and Keith's house, and let him hang out for a weekend. Or Keith can go over to his father's house and hang out with his son for a weekend, It's better than nothing, right? At least he's with his son, right? Next up, we have Will and Courtney. Will and Courtney are outside the house arguing. He asks her who has she been sleeping with. She didn't answer the question. She told him it's not her fault that he doesn't trust her, and she told him he's insecure. He told her it's her fault he doesn't trust her. But he said it's her fault he doesn't trust her because she's been seeing Mark. She said, well, Mark is her friend. She said Mark picked her up from jail. She said Mark gave her money. She said Mark gives her rides, and Mark found her a place to live. She said Mark didn't give her a fake ring. She should have married Mark. Mark is all it is. Why didn't she marry Mark? Will told her that the ring is not fake. He said he bought it from a diamond supplier. Why didn't he just buy the ring from a jewelry store? He could have bought a nicer, cheaper ring from a jewelry store. Will is lying. He got that ring for $20 at Walmart. It's custom jewelry. She asked me if he had the paperwork for the ring. He said the paperwork is his business. Will is a joke. So they're still outside the house yelling at each other. He told her she has 24 hours to sign the divorce papers, or he will have the court compel her to sign. She told him to kick rocks, and then she called him a bitch. Then she goes back into the house. Courtney said she is not signing the papers because Will should want to be with her. She said he should want to work things out. So then Will is in the car. He's crying. He said he is emotionally exhausted. He said he is trying to maintain work and trying to keep his mother sane while they watch his father die. He's so dramatic. I don't think his father's dying. If your father is dying, how come he just went off and got married to somebody from jail? All of a sudden, his father is dying. He said his father has dementia and cancer, and he's helping his mother to take care of him. He said him and Courtney have a wild chemistry. He said he wanted to kiss her so badly. So then we see them in a confessional together, and Will said if Courtney loved him, she would be hurting as much as he's hurting. So then Courtney laughed, and she claimed that that's how she deals with stress. That's how she deals with things. She laughed. But Will got up and walked off. He was embarrassed that she was laughing at him, so he got up and walked off. So next, Will is in his hotel room. He texts Courtney and told her where he's at and told her to come sign these divorce papers. Why he want her to come to his hotel room? He just said he wanted to kiss her outside the house. Now he's inviting her to his hotel room. Will full of shit. Will full of shit. So yeah, he invited her to the hotel room so that she can come sign divorce papers. So then she called her mother and she told her mother that Will served her with divorce papers, but she hasn't signed them yet. She told her mother that if she doesn't sign the papers, he's going to take her to court. Her mother told her she shouldn't have gotten married. Why are you bringing that up, mother? She's already married. Why? That's a mute thing now to talk about. You shouldn't have gotten married. Well, she's married. So she told her mother will give her a fake ring. Her mother told her to do some soul searching so that she'll be a better and stronger person. Courtney's like, yeah, yeah. So whatever the mother is telling Courtney is going in one ear and not the other. Courtney listened to her mother. Her mother told her to just go ahead and sign the divorce papers. And Courtney basically said that she does not want a divorce. She wants to torture Will some more. She don't want no divorce. Next up, we have Justine. I think this is the last couple from this part, from part one. Yeah, we have Justine and Michael. Justine took the two oldest girls dress shopping for the wedding. Michael said he put a block on some of the credit cards. Right, Michael, right. Justine said she doesn't care. She's going to get what the hell she want to get, and then she'll pay for it in the bedroom later. Her words, not mine. I guess sometimes you got to do what you got to do in the bedroom in order to get a dress. Justine said her first marriage she wore black. And this time she wants to wear white. I think she needs to wear red. She got too many kids. Wear red. Anyway, she's not happy with her weight. She hasn't lost the baby fat yet. And she and her daughter talked about inviting her mother, Justine's mother, to the wedding. Justine said she has mixed feelings about inviting her mother to the wedding. She said she's not spoken to her mother since she had the last baby. Wow. That's sad. She said talking to her mother will just add to her stress. I think her and her mother need counseling. They need counseling. So anyway, they tried on dresses, and the two dresses that the girls tried on, I loved them. Justine's dress looked good too, but you could see her big old belly, so she needs to either wear a corset or suck that belly in or lose some belly fat. But she didn't look bad in her dress. So next, Justine is home, and she's talking to her mother-in-law. And she asked her mother-in-law if she'll watch the kids while she goes to New York to find a venue for her wedding. Of course, the mother-in-law said yes, they're on good terms now. And then they started talking about Justine's mother. And Justine said her feelings were hurt because her mother left after she had her baby. The mother didn't stay there to help her take care of the baby. And I have mixed feelings about that. The mother lives in New York, and I think she's a nurse, right? I think her mother is a nurse. So she has a job and she has a life to get back to. Plus, Justine has the kids, she has her husband, and she has her mother-in-law to help her take care of the babies. You know, she didn't really need her mother. But on the other end, I can understand what Justine is saying. I think she just wants her mother to want to be there for her. I think that's what she wants. And her mother could have taken a week off of work and stayed there with her. Her mother could have done that, you know. So I see both sides of it. I do see both sides of it. Justine said growing up, her mother was a single mother. She said her mother provided her with things, but the emotional support wasn't there. She said they didn't talk about their feelings, they didn't hug, they didn't say I love you. She said her mother does not want to celebrate her big moments in life. I think her mother is disappointed with her because her mother got pregnant young and became a single parent, and she didn't want that for Justine, and Justine got pregnant while she was in high school. So I think her mother is disappointed from that. Her mother was disappointed, and from then it went downhill. Her mother just kept being disappointed and disappointed and disappointed because Justine had about 3 kids with different people, and I think that disappointed her mother. And I think that's where they went, you know, things went wrong with them. So her mother-in-law told her to call her mother. So she told her mother-in-law that if she's going to give her mother one more chance, and if anything goes wrong, that's it. She's going to end the mother-daughter relationship. So then she called her mother, and she invited her mother to the wedding, and she wants her mother to help her choose a venue. Her mother asked her, so when is the wedding? And Justine told her, you know, this summer. So I don't know how far apart that is. I don't know if it's summertime for them there or not. She told her this summer. Her mother told her she has to check her schedule. And then her mother told her, you can't just tell me things at the last minute. So then Justine looked like she wanted to cry. I don't know if she actually cried, but she looked like she wanted to cry. And I guess that's because she wanted her mother to be excited for her and happy for her and be, you know, excited about the wedding. But her mother was like, okay, whatever, you know. And Justine told her, you know, I'll give you some more details later. And her mother was like, okay. And I wonder, where is Justine's father? Where's her father? Anyway, that is the end of part 1. Please come back for part 2. Thank you so very much for watching. Princess on a Pillow here. Bye.